Hello, my name's Robert Sloan. I'm the president of Houston Baptist University, and I'm the author of the Hamelin Stoop series. The first book is The Eagle, the Cave, and the Footbridge, and the second one is The Lost Princess and the Jewel of Periluna. These are young adult fantasy books. They're the kinds of books that I enjoyed reading when I was growing up, and they're the kinds of books that I love to see my grandchildren read. My wife and I have quite a few grandchildren, and we wanted to write these books so that they would experience the joy of a fantasy series. These books are about a boy who grows up in the 1950s, and early 60s. He's raised in a children's home way out in West Texas, and he struggles with all of the kinds of things that any child raised in a home would struggle with. He wants to know who his family is, who his parents are, where did he come from, why did he get left there. But basically he's treated very well. He has a happy childhood. But then at his on his 8th birthday, some very strange things begin to happen. He runs away from the home. He thinks they've forgotten his birthday. He runs away and then begins some strange encounters with some fantasy characters and with some fantasy elements, and almost enters into another world. So it's the kind of series that, again, involves talking animals, it involves fantasy, it involves the imagination. It's a story about someone who wants to learn who he is and where his parents are, and he thinks he's beginning to get some hints. And then he reaches a very significant moment of testing, and that sort of brings you to this particular book, the end of this particular book, the first one, The Eagle, the Cave, and the Footbridge. So he's been learning some things about his family, about his parents, a few things about himself, but in the process, he encounters this very significant test. And initially he fails. But as the book goes on, he learns more, he looks for another opportunity, and he faces his big dilemma again. And the question is, will he succeed or not, and can he get back into the other world? The second book, The Lost Princess and the Jewel of Periluna, our main character, Hamelin Stoop, gets into the other world. And then he meets others over there, and he develops some friendships with some teenagers. He's about 11 and a half years old, and for most of this series, that's about his age, between 11 and 12 years old. And he meets some friends and makes some new friends on the other side and learns some other things about this very strange fantasy world in which he finds himself. He has a quest. He wants to find his family, his parents, his name, and yet his friends have missions and quests of their own. He realizes in order to succeed in his goal, he needs to help them in their quest. And so he's looking for a lost princess. He's looking for a jewel that lightens up an underground kingdom, and along the way has many exciting adventures and struggles. I hope you'll get the books and read them. We have some trailers here that I think you'll enjoy.